All right, this is part 2. See if we move the echo. All right. Okay. So, and then when I was talking about my first experience going down with the love of Yeshua, and he was the light in my experience. He was the light, but he was in the light. He was in it and he wasn't. But whenever, and I didn't quite say it the first time, but whenever I was in this light, it's kind of like he was enveloping me in his love. It's kind of like I was being put right in the middle of it, even though he was holding me and wiping me clean, and he was enveloping me. It's just like he took his arms and wrapped them completely around me, and it was like I was wrapped in him, wrapped in his love and stuff, and he was holding me. So that was so beautiful. That was one of the most beautiful feelings of love that I've ever had in my life, and I can't wait to have it again. It's kind of like, it's kind of like we was in it's kind of like you're in some kind of a dimension, but you're in reality. The more I think about it, it was real. I was really there. It was really in that spot. It was really happening. But it's kind of like I was with him. It was like I was with him too at the same time. It was in spirit, but it was in reality also. And it's like when he was coming, it was like he was coming towards me. I could see the light coming towards me. And I was watching as it was coming towards me. So, excuse me, sinuses, dry eyes. I've just not had a few good days, y'all. But anyway, excuse me. Anyway, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. There's nothing like it. That experience. And it's like when he said he was angry, it's like I had forgot he had said that until I heard some other person say it. Excuse me, I'm not trying to squinch too bad. Just overlook whenever you see the weird faces and the weird lengths of the eyes, all right? Like I said before, I have real bad dry eyes, and All right, and I had heard somebody say that before, and I'm like, wow. And I remember him saying that he was angry. So, and I was thinking about something else. Whenever Yeshua spit on the clay, and he spit in the dirt, and he made a clay to put in the blind man's eyes. I was kind of like, I was thinking, what if he spit, Father Yah spit in on the dirt, and with his very spit, that became. And he made it into a clay out of the dirt, and that's what he molded man with. Because, they do have a God gene, what they call a God gene. His number is the number that is his name. And what if that spit in that clay was actually his DNA placed in his children? And then the Ruach HaKodesh, this is the breath of God, was blown into our nostrils to give us life. But his DNA was formed in us with his spit, kind of, sort of. But anyway, it's like I could feel myself being a part of that. He was making me new, cleansing me, strengthening me, giving me the strength and the hope and all that I needed. Then another time, and then I remember going back to the house, and when I was going back to the house, I just went back, and it just started raining, and I looked up, and seen You know, the stairways, like the stairways to heaven. It's kind of like the light was waiting on me. And I knew that meant that he was going to be waiting on me. But right now I had a work to do. But I knew it was going to be okay. No matter what happened, that's going to be okay. Oddly, after that, I still ended up getting older and messing up. But I came back. I had another experience. Let's see. This one here, it's kind of like you. I died. I died for a few minutes. Of course, it seemed like it was forever. I think what it was, I'm not even real sure how it happened now, but I know that I was dead, and for a few, because I looked up and I see my body going. I see myself leaving my body and looking down at my body and seeing it. And I don't know what I thought, if I thought it was silverware or what. I don't know what I thought, there's a bunch of silverware stuff laying on a tray. Anyway, I was, several times. But anyway, on this particular time, I left my body and I was going up and I could feel myself being pulled. It's kind of like I was being pulled like a magnet, just shoop. Anyway, and I was going through this tunnel, and it was kind of like I could see to the outside of these tunnels. It was kind of like the tunnel was white, but I could see at the outside of the tunnel. It was like little dark forms of what I knew to be, or what I perceived to be at the time, demonic entities, just trying to reach in and grab me, because they was going to try to get me, but I was protected by the light, and they couldn't. And it was kind of like going at the light trying to grab me. But they couldn't get through the light to get me, which is Yeshua. Anyway, I went up. And when I was up there, and I probably have to go to another part. Oh, when I was up there, again, this light come towards me. At first I was looking around, and I could hear the most beautiful sound of music I ever heard in my life. It sounded like thousands and thousands and thousands of, I thought it was angels singing. The sound, the most beautiful sound, was the angels of God. Anyway, it was like, and then it's like, everybody was singing in tune. And it's just like everybody, too, on earth that gives praises to God, no matter if they can sing tune or out of tune. Maybe if they couldn't hold a note in a paper bag. A paper bag, it's like when the Father hears you sing praises to Him. It's like the most beautiful sound He's ever heard. And He basks. It's kind of like He just basks in that praise. And so when you're praising Him, don't worry about if you can hold a note or not, because with Him, He hears your praise, and it's the most beautiful sound He's ever heard. He loves it. His babies praise Him. But anyway, I heard the angels singing, and it was amazingly beautiful, all in one accord. I think His people were singing too, but everybody was in one accord. And then I don't know the song. It's kind of like I can hear it in my spirit, but I can't hear it. I can't bring it out of my mouth nor hear, but in my spirit, in my brain, it's just like flesh and my spirit. But by my spirit, my soul, it hears it. My soul, my spirit wants to sing this song, but my mouth can't. Okay, yeah, we got to go to part 3. Because of you. Yay. Because of you, yay, was the most beautiful sound. I heard the angels.